Hello there, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and welcome to episode 2 of, it's not even music reviews, what is it? Behind the Tracks. Okay, today is Ever Changing, the fourth song off my EP Epica, and one of my favourite things about this song is the layering, and another thing, this track just almost didn't come to be, like at all, it just didn't exist, almost. What actually happened was I had this intro. So I had that intro, they were the only two parts I had, and I just somehow lost it for months and months and months. It wasn't on my computer, it wasn't on the cloud, so I just assumed it lost somehow, and I just found it one day randomly on an old USB that I didn't even know I had. So yeah, I opened it back up and whoo, got back to work. Anyway, one of my favorite things about the song, I keep saying that, but one of my favorite things about the song is the layering. So if we'll get rid of the vocals, because we all know what they sound like. And the first thing I started with was the pad. Not too much to talk about on that, actually. Spread right out to the sides to give room in the middle for everything else. And moving on, next is the bass. Listening to it by itself kind of sounds like a boat of some sort. A big ship. Moving on, the drums, which are really basic, actually. But I actually layered the drums up, and I have the snare and a crash on these. And I distorted that. I bit crushed it. I think it sounds awesome. Well, it sounds shit on its own, but in the mix, I think it sounds awesome. And finally, the Pluck, which is, I don't want to say it, but it's probably one of my favourite parts of the song. With a really nice delay on it. And up here we have just a layer of the Pluck, which is a really high pitched, which sounds absolutely god awful on its own, but layered up with that, it gives it a bit more attack. So yeah, moving on from the verse, we have this bit which, if you've heard the song, I'm sure you know it. Like a really, I don't know, I was kind of going for like a staccato kind of string kind of sound with a synth. And underneath that, really quietly, we have really quiet. I don't even know if you can hear it in the final mix, but yeah, it is there. And moving on to the chorus, we have the lead part as in the intro. Layered up. And yeah, it just repeats the verse again and the chorus again. And then moving on to this bit, if we go into the time signatures, you can see we have a 7/8. Because why not? Which sounds like this. If I turn the click on, you can hear it. Yeah, I love that bit. And finally, I keep saying it, but like one of my favorite things about this song is the the drop off here, going back to that staccato string kind of vibe, and then just like how it builds up from there. back with the crushed drums. Not super obvious at this section, but then underneath we have a pad. Very quiet in the mix, but it is there and it does add something to it. And finally, the pluck. And just to finish things off, we have this big build up at the end, which sounds like this. But on the Pluck, what I did is I actually automated the reverb. Yes, there it is. So at the very end, it just finishes off on them last few notes with a really long reverb. So yeah, that is about it. Not too much to talk about vocal wise. I'm sure you've heard them all. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and all that good stuff. You know how to do it. And I'll see you next time.